I'm passing deep and I raid and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Here's Desmond King on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, got three. Three down.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Allen has it, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Red.
2nd down, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green from 17 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble. 7. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Throwing again is Watson. Caught here by Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal?
Black 22! Black 22! 2 Jack! 2 Jack!
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Chargers coming back onto the field here, and through 3 weeks, they're 1-2. Now, it's been a bit of a tough schedule, but they lost the Battle of L.A. last week to the Rams 35-23.
At least it wasn't a long road trip.
Yeah, that's true.
Got home pretty easily, right? So that thing worked out pretty well for them. But 2 losses, they're the teams that are 3-0, Kansas City and L.A. And remember, they're going to stay in California a lot. All right, they were in L.A. this week. They'll be at home the next 2 weeks against the 49ers, and then the Raiders are coming.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man, it's Allen. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. And even 80 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. On On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For the Houston Texans, CD, as they come back onto the field here, you mentioned earlier that they've got to get back on track and quick. Well, you look at their next 3 games, at Indy, then home for Dallas and Buffalo. So what do you think, 3 winnable games?
I think that they are, but they better break them down and take them one at a time. But we have the luxury of looking at all 3. Indianapolis did go to Washington and beat them. And Washington's 2-1 in their division now. Dallas, you always have to tackle Ezekiel Elliott, and that's not easily done. And Buffalo, just when you think their season is gone, they blow away Minnesota this past week, so nothing's going to be easy. But if they expect to get back into their race, I think these 3 wins are a must.
And for Houston, 9 straight losses now dating back to last year. That's the longest current losing streak in the league. To throw on second is Watson. Completion left side to Miller. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
It's complete to Hopkins, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Rivers. Dancing to his left. He's going to look for Allen, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, 30 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A gain of 3, second down. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Watson now on second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 40 yards. On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brandon Mebane busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson operating from the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there. And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Black 22! Black 22! Two jet!
On fourth down, Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful. I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Rivers now on second down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check. Red! 55 is mine, guys. 55. Better bring it. Hey, hut!
Rivers from the gun on third down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame. Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result. Compounds the mistake a little bit. Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tiger. Two jet.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tiger. Black 22. Black 22.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Down. Green the line. Tiger. Two jet.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Ervin, 101 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Red Delta!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Orange.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Delta! Check.
On third down, Rivers escaping the pressure right. And able to find Green. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Cluster. Hey, Rocket. Ready. 380. Keep it skinny. Alpha.
Rivers on first down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play fake. Rivers. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 31 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Watson, and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Come back. Tiger. 2 jet.
They're going for it. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Watson over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Now Watson going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll go with Foreman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans get a bit closer.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll indeed run here right off the bat. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, I want to go low.
On play action, Rivers rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. Lost to right.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, hot.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score in this game.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Watson now to throw. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Watson looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So out come the Chargers. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. He's going to get it running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
The line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson operating from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Richmond. Tiger.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as